Every year, the world produces more than 20 million tons of copper, a metal so essential that without it, modern life would come to a complete stop. From the wires inside your walls to the circuits in your phone, from power grids to electric vehicles, copper is everywhere. But here's what most people never see. Behind every strand of wire lies a massive industrial system that starts with rock buried deep underground and ends in ultra-pure metal powering the global economy. Today we're stepping inside the supergiant copper industry, where millions of tons of raw ore are transformed into wires, electronics, and the backbone of modern infrastructure. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our deep dive documentaries into the industries that power our modern world. Copper's story begins deep beneath the Earth's surface. Unlike metals that appear in pure form, copper is usually locked inside ore, rock that contains only a small percentage of actual copper. In many cases, copper ore contains less than 1% usable metal, meaning that for every ton of copper produced, hundreds of tons of rock must be mined and processed. The journey starts with exploration. Geologists search for copper deposits using satellite data, geological mapping, and drilling. They extract core samples from hundreds of meters underground, analyzing them to determine whether a deposit is worth developing. This phase can take years, sometimes decades, before a mine is approved. Once confirmed, large-scale mining begins. In open-pit mines, entire landscapes are reshaped. Massive drilling rigs bore deep holes into the rock, which are then filled with explosives. Controlled blasts break apart millions of tons of material at once. After blasting, enormous haul trucks, some capable of carrying 300 to 400 tons per load, transport the ore to processing facilities. These trucks are among the largest vehicles ever built, towering over houses and operating continuously day and night. From above, the mine looks like a giant spiral staircase carved into the earth, with each level representing layers of rock removed over time. Once the ore reaches the plant, it enters the crushing stage. Huge jaw crushers break down large rocks into smaller pieces. Secondary and tertiary crushers reduce them further until the material resembles gravel. But the copper is still trapped inside. To release it, the crushed ore is sent to grinding mills. These massive rotating drums, filled with steel balls, grind the material into a fine powder, often processing hundreds of tons per hour. This powder is mixed with water to create a slurry, preparing it for the next stage, separation. Copper extraction relies on a process called froth flotation. Air bubbles are pumped through the slurry, and chemicals are added to make copper particles attach to the bubbles. As the bubbles rise to the surface, they carry the copper with them, forming a concentrated foam. This foam is collected and processed further, increasing the copper concentration from less than 1% to around 25 to 30%. Now the material is ready for one of the most dramatic transformations in metallurgy: smelting. The concentrate is dried and fed into massive furnaces operating at temperatures above 1,200 degrees Celsius. At these extreme temperatures, the material melts, separating into layers. Impurities form a molten slag that floats on top and is removed, while the copper-rich material settles below. The result is a product known as blister copper, typically around 98 to 99% pure. But for modern applications, that's not enough. To achieve the required purity, copper undergoes electrolytic refining. Large sheets of copper are placed into tanks filled with electrolyte solution. An electric current passes through the system, causing pure copper to deposit onto cathodes while impurities fall away. After this process, the copper reaches a purity of 99.99%. One of the highest levels of purity achieved in industrial materials. At this stage, the metal is ready for manufacturing. Refined copper is melted again and cast into shapes such as rods, billets, or slabs. These forms are then processed into final products through rolling, drawing, and extrusion. One of the most important products is copper wire. In wire production plants, copper rods are heated and pulled through a series of dies, gradually reducing their diameter while increasing length. This process can produce kilometers of wire from a single rod. Modern wire drawing machines operate at high speeds, producing consistent, high-quality conductors used in electrical systems around the world. Copper's excellent electrical conductivity makes it the material of choice for wiring. In fact, a single electric vehicle can contain over 80 kilograms of copper, while wind turbines and solar systems require even more. Beyond wires, copper is used in countless applications. In electronics, it forms the pathways that carry signals inside circuit boards. In construction, it is used for plumbing, roofing, and HVAC systems. In transportation, it is found in engines, motors, and braking systems. The demand for copper continues to grow rapidly. As the world shifts toward renewable energy and electrification, the need for copper is increasing. Global demand is expected to exceed 25 million tons per year in the coming decades. But the industry is not limited to mining alone. Recycling plays a crucial role. Copper is one of the most recyclable materials on Earth. Scrap copper from old buildings, electronics, and industrial equipment is collected, melted, and refined again, often with far less energy than primary production. In some regions, recycled copper accounts for up to 30 to 40% of total supply. This creates a circular system where copper can be reused again and again without losing its properties. The scale of the copper industry is immense. From massive mines moving millions of tons of rock to high-tech refineries producing ultra-pure metal, every stage is part of a global network that supports modern life. Transportation systems move copper across continents. Manufacturing plants transform it into products. Infrastructure projects rely on it to function. And all of it begins with a simple rock hidden beneath the ground. From that rock, through crushing, grinding, chemical separation, smelting, and refining, copper emerges as one of the most important materials in the world. A material that powers cities, connects devices, and enables the technologies that define our era. In the supergiant copper industry, millions of tons of ore are transformed every year into something far more valuable, the invisible backbone of modern civilization. If you enjoyed this journey into one of the most essential industries on Earth, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next deep dive into the systems that power our world. Thanks for watching, and remember, behind every spark of electricity is a story buried deep in the earth. Every year, the United States extracts more than 25 million tons of clay, enough to build millions of homes, pave highways, manufacture ceramics, and supply industries around the world. Yet most people never notice where this essential material comes from. Beneath quiet fields, rolling hills, and rural farmland lies one of the most important industrial resources on Earth. Clay may look like ordinary soil, but it forms the backbone of construction, manufacturing, and even advanced technologies. Today, we're stepping inside the supergiant clay mining industry to discover how America extracts, processes, and transforms millions of tons of clay every single year. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our deep dive documentaries into the hidden industries that quietly power modern civilization. Just as important as it was in ancient times, but the scale has grown enormously. In the United States alone, millions of tons of clay are mined annually to support construction, ceramics, paper manufacturing, drilling fluids, and environmental filtration. Without clay, modern infrastructure would look very different. The journey begins with geology. Clay forms over millions of years as rocks break down through weathering and chemical reactions. Minerals such as feldspar slowly transform into fine particles that accumulate in sediment layers. Over time, these deposits become thick beds of clay buried beneath the surface. Geologists search for these deposits using mapping surveys, drilling samples, and laboratory analysis. Not all clay is the same. Different types have unique properties that determine how they are used. One of the most valuable varieties is kaolin, a bright white clay used in ceramics, paper coating, paint, and cosmetics. Another type, known as ball clay, is prized for its plasticity, making it ideal for pottery and porcelain. Bentonite clay expands dramatically when mixed with water and is widely used in drilling, sealing landfills, and water purification. Meanwhile, common clay is used primarily to produce bricks, roof tiles, and structural building materials. Once a suitable deposit is identified, mining operations begin. Unlike deep metal mines, most clay is extracted through open-pit mining. This method removes the soil and rock layers above the clay to expose the deposit below. Large bulldozers clear vegetation and topsoil from the site. Excavators then begin cutting into the earth, carefully removing layers of clay and loading them into haul trucks. These trucks transport the raw material to nearby processing facilities. From above, clay mines often resemble giant terraced pits carved into the landscape. Each step of the mine represents a different layer of sediment formed over millions of years. Inside the processing plant, the raw clay undergoes several stages of preparation. First, it passes through crushers that break large chunks into smaller pieces. Screens separate materials by size while removing stones and debris. Next comes washing and purification. Water is added to create a slurry, a thick mixture of clay and liquid. This slurry passes through filters and centrifuges that remove unwanted minerals and impurities. For high-grade clay used in ceramics or paper manufacturing, this purification stage is especially important. Inside the processing plant, the raw clay undergoes several stages of preparation. First, it passes through crushers that break large chunks into smaller pieces. Screens separate materials by size while removing stones and debris. Next comes washing and purification. Water is added to create a slurry, a thick mixture of clay and liquid. This slurry passes through filters and centrifuges that remove unwanted minerals and impurities. For high-grade clay used in ceramics or paper manufacturing, this purification stage is especially important. After cleaning, the clay is thickened and dried. Large rotary dryers or spray dryers remove moisture, leaving behind a fine powder or compacted clay cakes. The final product is carefully graded according to particle size, color, and chemical composition. From here, the clay begins its journey into countless industries. One of the largest consumers is the brick manufacturing industry. Clay bricks remain one of the most durable building materials ever invented. At brick factories, processed clay is mixed with water, shaped into molds, and fired in massive kilns at temperatures exceeding 1,000 degrees Celsius. The result is a rock-hard brick capable of lasting for centuries. Roofing tiles are produced in a similar way. Clay tiles are molded and fired to create strong, weather-resistant surfaces that protect homes for decades. In many parts of the world, clay roofs have remained intact for more than 100 years. Ceramic production represents another enormous market. High-purity clays are used to manufacture porcelain dishes, sanitary ware, bathroom fixtures, and decorative pottery. These materials must be extremely fine and uniform to achieve the smooth, glossy finishes found in modern ceramics. Even the paper industry depends on clay. Kaolin clay is used to coat paper, giving it a smooth, bright surface that improves print quality. Without this coating, magazines, books, and packaging materials would appear dull and rough. Clay also plays a crucial role in environmental protection. Bentonite clay is widely used to seal landfills and prevent contamination of groundwater. When mixed with water, bentonite expands and forms a natural barrier that blocks liquids from passing through. The oil and gas industry relies on bentonite as well. During drilling operations, clay-based fluids help cool drill bits, stabilize boreholes, and carry rock fragments back to the surface. Transportation is another critical part of the clay mining industry. Once processed, clay is loaded into rail cars, trucks, or shipping containers. Large mines may ship thousands of tons each week to factories across the country. The economic impact of clay mining is significant. Thousands of workers are employed in exploration, mining, processing, transportation, and manufacturing. Entire rural communities depend on these operations for jobs and economic activity. Environmental management has also become a major focus. Mining companies must restore land once clay deposits are exhausted. Reclamation projects reshape pits, replace topsoil, and plant vegetation to return the landscape to a natural state. Some former clay mines have even been converted into lakes, parks, and wildlife habitats. Recycling is another emerging trend. Construction waste containing clay bricks and ceramics can be crushed and reused as aggregate in road construction or new building materials. This reduces landfill waste while conserving natural resources. Despite being one of the most common minerals on Earth, clay continues to play an extraordinary role in modern life. From the walls of homes to the plates on our tables, from drilling rigs to environmental protection systems, this humble material supports countless industries. Yet most people never see the massive operations that make it possible. Hidden beyond city skylines and suburban neighborhoods, giant clay mines quietly extract millions of tons of earth each year, transforming simple soil into the building blocks of civilization. So the next time you walk past a brick building, pick up a ceramic mug, or flip through the pages of a glossy magazine, remember that it all began deep beneath the ground in a clay mine. If you enjoyed this journey inside the supergiant clay mining industry, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next exploration into the incredible processes behind the materials that shape our world. Your support helps us uncover the hidden industries working every day beneath the surface of modern life.